Welcome to my tree drawing video. You're going to learn some pen techniques, how to apply textures. You're going to learn some chalk techniques and how to use color theory. Enjoy the video. Today I'm going to go over how to draw some trees. First tree I'm going to do is a pine tree. Start off with a skinny triangle like that. Draw with your pencil first. Then watch this trick that I'm going to do. Alright, so left, left, down, down, right, right. So I'm going to use a controlled scribble. Left, 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 down, 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 right, right, right. So I'm going to use that triangle and use that as a guideline so my tree will broaden, get wider as I go down. So if you watch what I'm doing, down, 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 or angle, 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 down, 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 angle, angle, angle. So you try to give in that more rounded effect. So nice controlled scribble. Left, 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 down, 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 right, 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 right. Then you could go in, put some kind of loose upward hatch marks, kind of more loose in between. You want to create like a shadow side. I'm going to do it where the light is coming this way. Then we could add a little bit more scribble and hatching on that side. The tree should get wider as it gets closer to the bottom. Put in some texture for the bark. And then below, I'm going to put in some little cast shadow because I'm doing a lights to the right. I'm going to save myself some room for my other trees. Alright, now just a regular tree like an oak or a maple tree. I'm going to have my trunk get skinnier as it reaches for the sky. I'm going to put these kind of curvy triangular shapes for the roots. I'm going to go out, out. When I do a V in the middle, I'm going to start from the center, and then I'm going to have my branch get smaller as it reaches out. Out, out, V in the middle, V in the middle, out, out, V in the middle, V in the middle, make it look like it gets smaller. I'm going to go ahead and put a branch here. This has to be smaller than the trunk. Have everything reach up. Have that always get skinnier. Out, out, be in the middle. I'll go ahead and go over it with my pen. That way I could fix any mistakes that I might have done. Every time you branch out, make sure it gets skinnier. That's very important. Be a little organic with this. We could put in small twigs. We could branch out some more in different spots. So this would be a start if you wanted to do a tree without any leaves on it. You can continue working this way. I'm going to go ahead and put a cluster of leaves on this tree. Putting in some texture. I'm going to do this kind of big, kind of cotton ball type shape. And I'm going to do some really loose scribble. Always start off far away. In this case, I'll scribble more at the bottom because the light's going to be hitting on the top. It's a little bit more scribble on the right side. But I don't want to overwork it because I'm going to stain all these with pastels. Alright, the last tree that I'm going to do is a little bit more complicated. I'm going to do a willow tree. I'm going to start off with my trunk. As things reach up to the sky, everything gets skinnier, branches. I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a wider base. Okay, then what I'm going to do from there, I'm going to put in some areas where I'm going to work from for my willow tree. Oops, let me go ahead and put this in. Get in some texture. So those oval shapes, that's what I'm going to use to give that look down feel. Which really makes it a willow tree look nice and unique. Kind of curve and then let those hang down. Alright, that's the start of how to do a willow tree. So let's go ahead and start coloring our stuff. After I put in my cast shadow, or sorry, yeah, I'm going to put in a little bit short upward hatching for the grass. Then I'll show you how to add some chalks to your design, to your drawings here. Add a little bit more darks to my willow tree. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna just put in, the brown first. I'm just gonna scribble that in just a little bit. I'm gonna get a paper towel. You can use paper towels or tissue. Ball it up, smear that. So I just tapped in a little bit. Could actually use some yellow mixed in with this if you choose to, and you could actually, for example, cool down a brown on the other side if you wanted to use like a cool color. So let's see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and layer some brown over this. Smear that in. Alright, so I'm just using some pastels there, dry pastels. So I'm using, artist pastels for this. Alright, so now I'm going to scribble in green here. I'm going to scribble in some green here. I'm going to kind of make with my green here. Try not to put down a heavy coat when you do this. Also for the shadow, I'm going to use green as well. So I want to smear this on here with a fresh, clean paper towel. For the willow tree, I'm going to mark make down with it. So I recommend when you put in your color, you mark make with what you see. Now, on the parts where light will hit, I'm going to just tap in little bits of yellow, I'm going to stripe in a few yellow lines here. If you have a yellow green, you could also, where you think light would hit, I'm going to go next with a little bit of that, a little bit of dots, a little bit more variation there. You could leave it, or you could kind of smear a little bit. Go with the direction that you see. Now, anywhere that you might want some shadowing, you can mix in some of your blue. So like maybe tap in a little bits of blue here, there, underneath, a little bit to the right. I'll get some variation of this. I'm just going to put a few lines of blue, and that should smear in with that green as well. So it creates a little bit of a shadowing effect. I try to avoid the lighter areas. Now this one I want to try to get in some more lines with my regular green. I could coat back over with my regular green for areas that I want to darken up. Okay. All right. So on the ground plane, if I want something to be even darker, I got hatch in with that, hatch in with that. Creates a nice little cast shadow where sunlight will hit the grass. I always usually start off with the yellow or yellow green. Kind of in the grass area, and then I could tap in just like I did with that upward hatching. We could tap that in. Alright. So you don't really need a lot of pastels to do this staining technique. Okay. I'll show you a little trick for the sky. I want a heavier application at the top, and then we want it lighter at the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and put in some white in between at the bottom. Alright. Take that blue and I'm going to just pull that down. I'm going to pull up that white, and we'll get that nice gradient effect. Now in all actuality, I would have suggested for you to do your sky first, but this nice little monochromatic effect. So what I did by using these related colors, you could change green, warm it up for highlighted areas, cool it down with blue for shadow areas, and then with your sky, the sky should be dark at the top with your blue, and then start mixing in the white as you go up to do that nice little gradient effect. But you know, just a little bit will go a long ways with this effect. All right, well, hopefully you learned how to do trees. Have a great day. See you next time. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do something amazing and be a good person. Thank you again. See you next time.